Okay guys, today I'm doing some preliminary design work for this enclosure. The last enclosure I made, I kind of made a mistake because I wasn't familiar with the size of the sub and the size of the magnet and these other issues that you should need to know when you need every inch of space available to make a box or an enclosure. And so, not knowing those things, I made a huge mistake, and this is the reason why I'm building another enclosure now, because that mistake really took away a lot of my seating in the truck. So I went ahead and I've got this sub out just so that I can test it and fit it. Of course, I'm going to build another wedge enclosure because that's what's going to fit behind my seat and give me the most room. I'm going to do a triple chamber bandpass box this time. I'm going to turn the magnets inverted and have each motor in the ported section facing the sealed section. So it'll be 3 chambers. It'll be a sealed section for each sub, and then they will share the ported section. Basically 3 chambers. The dimensions will be about the same. I went with I think it was a 1.5 cubes sealed per sub and 2 cubes ported per sub. So ultimately it was like 3 cubes sealed and 4 cubes ported. And it sounded great. Of course, I didn't get to tune the port because I don't have an SPL meter, you know. But overall, it was okay because, you know, it peaked a lot broader frequency spectrum than just a simple regular ported box, and I enjoyed that. And it wasn't a whole lot louder, but there was definitely more pressure, and so I'm going to try my hand at it again. But this time what I have done is I have checked the sub out, and this will be like a baffle right here, and I've set the sub up so that it is right against the edge on each side. I'm trying to squeeze the most room possible. The internal airspace is going to be 16 inches, and what's going to work here is it's going to go straight up vertically 6 inches, and then it'll start the angle. And the back of the box is going to be 28 inches high, and so this is going to work. I've got my 4-foot level, and I just messed around with it, just simulating the edge, and it's going to work. It's going to clear. It's definitely going to clear. So now all I got to do is draw this up and figure out the square inches of this right here, this area, and then I can begin multiplying it by depth to figure out my total cubic inches. I think it's probably going to have to be somewhere around 50 to 55 inches, you know, something like that, to get the total cubic inches. 7 cubic feet times 1,728 cubic inches should give us the total cubic inches that we need for the box, you know, not counting braces, not counting, you know, sub displacement, whatnot. We can add that later. First we just need to get the total space. This is the old box, for those of you that didn't get to see it. Where I made my mistake at was right here. I had to raise the height of the box this much, and it created all kinds of issues for me. And it was set up way too high. The seat wouldn't go back. I didn't even put in my passenger seat yet because I knew that I was taking this back out. Basically just wanted to bump it just to see whether or not, you know, it would work. Yeah. All right. Okay, man. I'm gonna get back to this. Get on my cut sheet and everything. Get everything made up and begin cutting the wood. Hopefully I'll get through this one a little quicker than I did the last one, as long as the weather holds out. Yeah. Okay. Hopefully I have this box done, yeah, in about a week. I'm guessing. I'm hoping about a week. So I'd like to get back to bumping. I got some problems with my subs. I don't know. If any of you guys use Orions, maybe you can you see that right there? See how the bottom spider is ripping away from the voice coil? Yeah. I got a 15-inch Orion, HCCA, and I had a similar problem with that. This is a recone. This is the second cone for it. I had a similar problem with that, and I don't know exactly why that is. I love Orion subs, and maybe, I'm sure it was something that I was doing. I know I wasn't overpowering it. I've only got a Teraamps MD5K, you know, and with box rods and everything, they're not seeing 2,500 watts, so it shouldn't be that. I think what could be possible, of course, I know I'm clipping it some a little bit at the very least. I think that clipping it is heating up the tensile leads, and where the tensile leads are laying against the spiders, it's melting the spiders. That's what I think. That's what I think, because that's just the only thing that makes sense to me. Yeah, but anyway, maybe if some of y'all has had that problem or know what's going on, man, you can comment for me and let me know. Save me a little bit of trouble. But I got recones, and I'm going to recone these subs eventually, so it's no big deal right now. Alright guys, I'll see y'all in just a bit. Alright guys, what's up? Good morning. That's my system. It's half of it anyway. I made a review on that. We're going to get started this morning. I got my cut sheet ready. It's just some scribble, but it works for me. Got my top piece, bottom piece, front piece, back piece, baffles and ends. So basically the baffle and the ends are going to be ribs within inside of this box. I'm going to have, it's going to be triple baffle. I'm triple baffling it so that the way that I do the top, I'm going to bolt the top down and portion of the top down. The top that covers the chamber that is shared, ported. That way I can get to the subs when I need to. But the rest of the box will be sealed up. So I'm going with 6 baffles, 3 for each side, or 3 for each sub. Yeah. Alright. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to get this thing, I'm going to start making my cuts. Still don't have a table saw. Still using the saw guide and clamps. Yeah, no big deal. Got a saw, got a drill, got plenty of wood. I got 3 sheets of birch, 4 sheets of birch. I got my circle guide laying over there and my router. So hopefully I can get all this cuts. Hopefully I can get all the cuts done today at the very least. Yeah, and get these baffles glued together, and it'd be really nice if I could get them routed also. Yeah, I don't know what we'll get to today, but we'll certainly get to something. All right, let me get to some of this later. Alright guys, just a quick little update, man. Yeah, I've got all my I got all my pieces cut. I got my back, I got my top, I got my front, bottom. I got my my baffles. I double baffled it. I got my holes cut out. I took one of them and I used a jigsaw to cut it out. I got a circle guide, man, but I haven't used it yet, and to be quite honest with you, I didn't want to teach myself how to use it on this project. You know, I might take some of the scrap that I got and teach myself how to use the circle guide, but I really didn't want to make no mistakes on this project, so I just took and used the jigsaw, you know, and cut out the first circle, and then I used my my router to cut out the rest of them. So there's six baffles. 2 of them has to be perfect for the surround of the speaker, but the third one is going to be on the inside of that, and the surround of the speaker is never going to get to it. The third one is just to give me something extra to seal the top of my box to, because it's going to have 3 pieces on the top. It's going to have 1 piece covering each side of the sealed chambers, you know, so that can be completely sealed up, and then the middle piece covering the ported chamber will be bolted down with some window seal around it, just so that, you know, so you can get to the subs. You know, something should happen to them if they break down, which is quite entirely possible. I'll check both of my subs now, and both of them, you know, the spiders are ripping away from the coil. I've spoke to some people. I think I've already said this, but I've got 2 recones, and I'm going to recone them. Maybe I'll make a video about that. I made a video for the 152. I reconed the 152. I really can't see the point in making a recone video for 124. But maybe I will, just in case somebody's got a 124 and, you know, just, I know what it's like, man, you know, getting that first sub, doing it that first time. You want everything to be exactly the same and right and perfect. So maybe I will make a video doing the 124 just for that purpose. But I'm getting ready to put my threaded inserts in. I got the bolt pattern for the subwoofer. What I'm going to do is I'm gonna take it back apart, because I've just got it held together with a couple screws so I could get the bolt pattern right. I'm going to take it back apart, and then I'll take and drill the holes on the inside piece a little larger for the threaded insert. This thing's a 5/16 bit, I think. Yeah, 5/16. And then I'll put my threaded inserts in on the inside board on the second piece. And that way the sub itself will be bolting to the inside piece, thereby giving it a little more strength. I'm thinking about putting a brace underneath the motor. You know, the motor will be sitting out here somewhere, like, you know, about like that. I'm thinking about making a brace to put underneath the motor so it doesn't wobble, because you know, these subs only got 8 bolts in them, you know, and they've got no support in this area, and so I think it'll be a good idea to brace them. Yeah, but okay. I'm gonna get to this. I'm gonna finish all this up, and when I start gluing it, I'll come back, because the last video I made, I tried out some different glue like an idiot. I tried some Gorilla Glue, which is really great glue. You know, it was really good glue. Let's see, I think I got some left. Yeah, it's really good glue. The problem is that it was too thin to glue the joints, and so that when you put a good bead of the glue down in the joint, it would run terribly so. And so that really that messed me up on my last build, and so I went back to construction adhesive again this time. I don't know where it's at. I can't find. Oh, there it is. Yeah, I went back to construction adhesive because it's a lot thicker, you know, and to make a better joint. I've used Loctite. I love Loctite, and so I'm going to use that for the joints. But I'll use the what's the name of that? Tight Bond, I think it is. Yeah, Tight Bond Premium Wood Glue. I'll use that to glue my baffles together. And I'm thinking about doubling up on the inside of the seal chamber. I don't know yet. I'll have to. I'll wait and see what it looks like and what I got, because I got a couple extra inches I can play with. So I could double up the inside of the seal chamber. You know. I don't know yet. We'll see. We'll see. But all right, when I start getting some of this glued, I'll come back, man. All right, guys. Guys, just real quickly, man, for any of you guys that's never done this, I'm guessing if you're watching me, you've all probably done this, but just in case, this is a threaded insert. They use them in furniture, putting furniture together. You use an Allen wrench. You drill your hole, then you use an Allen wrench to put the threaded insert in the hole. And once you get the threaded insert in the hole, then you can screw your bolt into the threaded insert. Yeah, and it's nice. I like this kind best. I don't know where you can see that. See, it's got the lip at the top, the flat head. That gives you the opportunity to get it down flush, you know, with the top. There are different kinds of these, and you know, this is, I've used the other kind too. There's some brass kind that sits at the bottom of the hole that you drill. And I don't really like those, because, you know, depending on how you drill your hole and where you drill your hole, you know, you put the screw or bolt into it, it can take it deeper or bring it back out as you take the screw out, you know. And with this kind right here, it'll set. It sits right flush with the top. I learned this off of car audio fabrication. I watched Mark use these, and I thought, man, that looks, I like that. So you get it in there. Get it flush with the top of the board. Come on. Yeah. And that's it. That's what you gotta do. The most important thing as you install these is to make sure that they're level when you take them in. You know, you want to make sure that they're level, because if they're not level, you screw it in sideways or cockeyed. When you go to put your bolt in, your bolt's not going to be straight up and down. So you really want to make sure that you screw them in level. So take your time when you install these. I'm going to go ahead and finish this one out and do the other one, and I'm going to take my other baffle and I'm going to glue down on top of this, and the way it'll work is my bolt will go through the first baffle and then tighten into this one, and that'll give me plenty of strength, I hope. Yeah, okay, I'll be back. Alright, do a little update here. We're starting to get it together. I got the front on, I got the sides on, I got the bottom on. I'm getting ready to put the back on. I'm having to drill pilot hose. This is the first time I've ever had to drill pilot hose. For some reason this birch split on me. Where'd it go? Right there. The first screw I set split on me big time. So I just went ahead and drilling pilot hose. The one thing to remember when you're drilling pilot hose, man, is it's the same size as your screw. Not the screw threads, but the screw itself. If you buy screws, it should say on the box of screws what size that they are, so that you know what size bit to use. Let's see. Yeah. I thought it would. No. Well, anyway, the way I do it, I just take and grab me a bit and match it with the screw that I'm going to use. You want it just a bit smaller than the threads. That way the threads got something to bite into. Yeah, alright. So I'm drilling pilot hose. I got the baffles done completely. Now you can see what I'm talking about. It's going to be 3 baffles wide. Let me set this up here. So it'd be something like that. So this area right here will be the sealed space, and then this will be the shared ported chamber right here. Of course, sealed space over there. And what we'll do is we'll have a board coming over to this board and completely sealing all of that. I'll glue that area and screw it down good, and it will be completely sealed. It will not come back off. But on the middle, what I plan on doing is I'm going to run a seal strip along this board, and then I'm going to set threaded inserts on this board and put my bolts in, you know. And I'll have another one. I'll have a board up here across the top, along with the top, and another one down here at the bottom on the inside of that, so I can put my bolts in. Then this way I'll be able to take that portion of the top off, you know, to fool with the subs in case I got to recone them again or whatever, I don't know, or sell them. In this case, yes, I'm not reconing these subs anymore. If this doesn't work out, then I'm probably going to sell them, you know, unless of course I clip them to death or something like that. But if the spiders tear away, you know, like I have this next time, that I'm going to invest in a different set of subs. You know, it is what it is. I want a 4th order. I like a sealed box sound. Yes, that's what I like. That's my preference. And for a long time, I've ran sealed boxes. And I tried a 4th order for the first time, and I liked it. I really did. And so, you know, it's like getting the best of both, you know. It's not the same as a sealed box, but it's really close, and it's close enough for me anyway. So all right, I'm gonna get in this, man, and I'm gonna get some more of this done. I don't know what I'll get finished today. I should get pretty close to finish. It's moving. I think this time I might do a little more detail to the box. I got some bits for the router. I think I got an edger. Yeah, I got a 3/4 edge bit. I think I might edge it. I might do some edging as a mortise and bit. It's another mortising bit. Of course, I got my flush cut bit. So yeah, I think I might do a little more detail in the box this time. I think I might try to router the edges. I have never done that before, so I think I'll try that too. All right, I'll come back, man, once I get this box close to finished, and we'll look at it again. Yeah, okay. All right, we've gotten a pretty good chunk done today. We got our baffles in, we got a side, bottom, back, all that on, all screwed down, all glued down. It's looking pretty good. I'm happy with it. We're gonna go tomorrow. We'll come back and we're gonna do all the inside work. I like to take and seal it up with sound deadener. That's what I like to use. I don't know, and it doesn't make it any better than anything else, but with sound deadener, I'm more sure of the seal that I have. You know, most of your SPL is lost through leaky box, so I like to make sure that it's 100% sealed. And so tomorrow we'll come back, we'll seal up all these joints with sound deadener, all the way on the inside of the box. On the inside of the box here, we'll take our piece and we'll screw it down and glue it down here, and we'll screw it and glue this one down here. Then we'll set our threaded inserts, put our seal on, and get this box ready to put in the truck. Yeah, this build's gone pretty smooth compared to the last one, and you know, I'm really happy with it. I'm really happy with it. I know it's going to fit in the truck a whole lot better. I'm going to have some room. Yeah, and I'm pretty sure it's going to thump. So yeah, I feel really good about it. All right, man, we'll get back up, pick this back up tomorrow, guys. Okay, later. All right, guys, got a little bit done here on sealing this box up. That's what I like to do. I've seen some people use duct tape, you know, or what do you call that? Like the 3M duct tape. And I just use this sound deadener to seal up the joints. I'm only going to do that on the sealed area. I won't seal up on the ported section. There's no point. If I got it on this side, I don't need it on this side. And so that what we'll do is, once we get this piece of wood cut and put on, then we'll go in through the baffle and get these joints right in here and get that perfectly sealed up, screwed down, and sealed up nice and tight. We'll get us a brace in here. I got some dowels, wooden dowels that I like to use for bracing. I got this one. I think it's 1.25 inches or inch and doesn't say, 1 3/8 maybe. But then I also got some 2-inch dowels. I don't know which one I'm going to use yet, but we'll put a couple dowels in it in the sealed section. Probably in this area right here. And then once we get the subs in, we may put one in the center right here, going to the back, and then we might put one up here at the top, over to the other side. I haven't made my mind up just yet. Usually, you know, the ported section, it's not got the same amount of pressure as the sealed section, you know, because obviously it's releasing pressure through the port. So, but you know, for that mid bass or higher bass sounds, you might want to go ahead and put a brace in like that. So, all right, we'll get some of this done, man. Let me get some more of this cut and sealed and put back up there, man, and we'll get it in. I've got a really good idea for a port. Some of you might not like it, and that's okay, but yeah, I think it's going to be pretty cool. I got some lights and stuff that I'm going to put in the box, and I'm going to take 1/4 inch plexiglass, and after I cut my port out, I'm going to line the inside of the port area with the plexiglass so that when I put the light inside the box, the plexiglass will glow. Yeah, that should be pretty cool. Yeah, that's the hope anyway. I don't know. I've never done this before, so it might not work out, but that's all good. All right, let me get to it. All right, we got it sealed up. Yeah, looks really good. I'm really pleased with it. Definitely. So we got the sealed section is sealed 100%. 100%. I've already got these ready to bolt up on the subwoofer. I'll need to install them. I've got a couple braces I'm gonna put in the ported section. I think it's gonna look pretty good. So the idea here will be to drill holes and put threaded inserts in and put bolts in it. To get the bottom and the top, I'm going to have to add a piece of wood inside of it to give the top something to bolt to. My thought is maybe, you know, maybe I could just go ahead and take screws, I don't know, and just screw this side and this side, but I want it to be consistent, so I'm gonna have to figure out a way to add some wood so that I'll have something to bolt to. So I'll screw some wood across the front panel right here on the inside, and then some across the back panel on the inside. And because I don't need very much, 3/4 of an inch should be plenty to be able to bolt to for my threaded inserts. I think they're only like 15 millimeters long, but yeah, a little sanding work, man, you know, I'll be pleased with it. It's a little rough, I know, but right now it's really not so much about the look as it is about the performance. Once I get the performance down, then maybe I'll start concerning myself with the looks. But to be honest, for the third box that I built, man, completely different. You know, it's not that bad. It's not that bad. I'm happy with it. All right, I need to figure out a way to get this top latched, and I'll need to put me a terminal cup in. I'm thinking about putting it right here, and that way, when I take the lid on and off, I won't have to contend with the terminal cup. The terminal cup will be down here permanently and stable. Yeah, I like that better. Yeah, overall I'm very well pleased with it. I'm just about finished. Once we get this finished and we get the subs installed, we'll definitely do a demo, man. You know, see what it sounds like. Definitely. Oh yeah, can't wait to see what it sounds like. All right. Alright, it's time to tear this stuff out. I gotta take the console out, gotta get the box out, gotta get the subs out of the box. I'm gonna clean my nasty truck up just a little bit. This is a work truck, guys, so it gets pretty dirty sometimes. I work construction. We got the box ready. We got all of our threaded inserts in. Just in case you guys may be wondering how I did this, you know, I cut a 50-degree angle on the piece of wood, and then I cut 2 pieces of wood and glued and screwed them together so that you can see that right here. Yeah, that gave me something to mount to so that I could put the threaded inserts in. I got to run my weather stripping across, but that's nothing. I got the weather stripping, and I need to run the weather stripping on the top. Obviously I need to put the subs in. I will mount the subs. Also need to put my terminal cup in right here. I haven't made my mind up just yet. I'm probably going to put the terminal cup right here in the center, and the console will come up in this area somewhere. and my hope is that the console will hide the terminal cup so that the wires coming up out of the console will go straight into the speaker box and it'll be clean. You won't see no wires in it anywhere. That's my hope. Haven't gotten that far yet to see, so that's what I'm going to do today. Today I'm going to mount the subs in this box, take everything out of the truck, put this box in the truck, and see where the console is going to sit, because I know I'm going to have to modify the console some. Actually, I'm going to redo the whole console. I'm going to do it out of good cabinet material. I haven't made my mind up exactly on the design yet. It'll be similar to what is already in it, but maybe not exactly the same. I'm thinking about adding some more, some more speakers, mids and highs, or mids at least. Yeah, mid bass. I want more mid bass. I got an extra amp. Actually, that Scar Audio SKV2 200.4. I can take the tweets off of it and run the tweets straight off my head unit, and I can put 4 more 4-ohm speakers on it. Plus I got this NVXJ-AD 800, so at 2 ohms it's 200 by 4 also. So I can add quite a few more speakers to the system. It's going to be really flexible. And there's going to be some room on each side of the box in the corner of the cab, so I'm going to have more room back behind the seats, for, I don't know, that just to add to it if I want at some future point. That's probably what I'm going to do. I'm going to take the front door speakers off of the head unit completely off the head unit, and I'm going to hook the front tweets that I have on my dash up to the head unit, and that'll free up 2 channels on my Scar Audio amp, my front channels, and I can add 4 more mids to that, and then at 2 ohms 4 more mids, and then of course with the other NVX amp I can add 8 more speakers. If I want to wire down to 2 ohms I can add up to 8 more 4-ohm speakers. So I got plenty of room to go up and plenty of ways to add. I'm thinking about going maybe with some 8-inch, speakers. I haven't made my mind up yet, but I certainly want more mid-bass. And it seems like 6.5, while good, doesn't really play as low as I would like to cross it over. I got my sub crossed at 80 hertz. I'd like to cross my mid-range speakers at 80 hertz, so they kind of be overlapping right there with that mid-bass. And but 6.5, it's hard to find a good 6.5 that plays down that low, or that will play that low, So I might have to look at some 8s, maybe even some 10s. I don't know yet. I haven't gotten that far, but that's just something I might do in the future. But today we're going to mount the subs in this box. We're going to put the box in the truck, and we're going to put the terminal cup in. And we're going to see what kind of modification we're going to do to the console. I don't think we'll get the console done today, but we'll definitely get this box in. Yeah, we might just go ahead and wire it up just to see how it sounds like, kind of like to put an end to this video. Yeah, all right. I'll be back in a few, guys. Okay, in she goes, man. Yeah, we got our chamber stuffed with polyfill. Got our terminal cup on. Got our leads wired up to our terminal cup. Yep. Let's get this bad boy in. Got our console taken down, ready to put in. And we're going to set this thing in there and try to see if we can't just get a test out of it just to see what it's going to sound like. Yeah, okay. Alright guys, I just kind of wanted to do a quick tip right here as I mount these subs. Fortunately for me, the way this box is designed, it's not that hard. These subs are pretty heavy. I think they're somewhere in the neighborhood of 70 pounds, something like that. But the way the box is designed, the motor is not super high off of the bottom. Yeah. So what I did is I blocked it up, to raise the ring up high enough where I could get screws started in it, Yeah. That way, because, I'm doing it by myself. I mean, I could have help if I wanted it, but, I'd have had to wait, and everybody's at work right now. I'm not working, I'm off, due to Yeah, all right. Anyway, so I used some wood to block up the motor, you know, to kind of hold it up. That way, you know, I could use my other hand here to twist it back and forth like this, you know. It just so happened it worked out well. You know, if you ever go to do this, depending on, you know, how you got these things mounted, it could be a whole lot harder, and most likely you have to have some help. I mean, especially if you're using competition subs, you know, with, you know, huge motors. I think the motors on those Orions are like 500 ounces or something like that, and they're fairly heavy. So yeah, I'm just getting them mounted so that I can do this quick demo, because odds are, as I shown earlier in the video, you know, the spiders are tearing away. I'm gonna have to recone them. Right now I'm just getting all this stuff fit and placed so that I can begin working on the console, you know. What I'm gonna have it, I mean, it's not gonna be any different than the way it is right now as far as like the shape and everything, but it's gonna work out something like this. You know, the back of the console will be open like that to make room for the terminal cup, and the wires will come straight in right here. I'm going to move this SCAR amp, I'm going to move it to the side right here to match the tare amps on the other side, and I'm going to place my lithium battery in the bottom. Build some type of housing for it, you know, get my spacing right, all that other good stuff. You know, I got a fan. I don't know if I'm going to put the fan in here or not. I got a temp sensor, I got gauges, I got a lot of stuff, you know, extra stuff, and I may hold on to that till I do like a SPL build. This is just my daily. I'm not really sure how far out I'll go with this. To be quite honest with you, all of this is just practice for me, you know. Just getting better at cutting angles, designing, you know, volume, these kinds of things. You know, I made a seal box and it worked great for a while, and what I wanted to do was, you know, I wanted to add 2 more HCCA 12s, but as any of you that looked online know, you can't find them right now. They're sold out, and because of everything that's going on, you can't get any more, new at least. And I wasn't paying super exorbitant price, and I didn't want to go with another brand and have to buy 4 instead of 2, so I thought, well, I'll just go with a different box that has a little more output, you know. And so this is the reason that I've been designing these 4th order boxes. The first one should have worked, but because of my lack of knowledge on the subs, it was wrong, as I mentioned earlier. Yeah, but this one is going to work, man. I'm really happy with this one. I'm really proud of this one, actually. You want to know the truth about it, because it's going to work, it's going to fit. I'm going to get my seat and leg room back. I'm going to be able to put my passenger seat back in, man. Yeah. All right. Here's the old box, you know. Yeah. I got almost all of the polyester fill out of this, the polyfill. Almost all of it out of this and into this. You know, I put polyfill in there, and then on the other side, this right here, this sealed chamber is exactly 1 cube, you know, and that's including the brace, and I put a pound of poly in there on each one, so that should give me a little bit extra, you know. I think it's like 20% per pound of poly per cubic foot. I think that's what they say, I don't know, but anyway, I put it in there because I want my low end extension to be low, you know. I'd like it to be at least in the mid-20s. So yeah, I put that polyfill back in there. All I got to do now is cut the port on this cover. Yeah, it's a cross. I'm gonna cut a cross in it because that's who I am and that's what I am. Yeah. All right. The problem that I'm facing, I suppose, if it's a problem, you know, is there's no good calculator on land for a port for a bandpass box. You know, there's some different formulas, and one of them will take into account that it's a bandpass box, you know, but it won't take into account the excursion of the sub or the power, you know, or the number of drivers, or the size of the drivers, or the cone area of the drivers. There's a lot of factors that go into this port with a bandpass box that I have yet to find an online calculator that takes into account all of them. And so, seeing as that in a 4th order box, all of your output comes through the port, well, I'm going to make a port that's exactly the same area as the cones of my 2 subwoofers. Yes, that's what I'm going to do. I'm not really concerned about loading the port. I don't have an SPL meter to be able to tune it even, you know. And that's probably a little large. I mean, you know, truthfully, that's probably a little too large for the port, but making it too large is okay. Making it too small sucks. Yeah, if you make it too small, you gotta go back and cut. But if you make it too large, you just shrink it down. Yeah, and I'm already thinking about taking some plexiglass and lining the inside of the port to create, first off, a port extension, so I can make it a little longer and tune it a little lower if I want, but also to, you know, for effect. I'm gonna put some lights in that box somewhere. Yep. All right, let me go ahead and finish this up and quit rambling before I make the video too long and everybody loses their focus. All right, I'll be back in just a moment, guys. All right, subs are completely mounted and wired up. Note to self, in the future, wire the subs up before you mount them when you only got that much space between the sub and the back of your enclosure. Yeah, okay. Yeah. Just a minute, I gotta cut this top. All right, brothers, we got it in, man. Woo! Yeah. I just put the console back in the way it was. Like I said, I'm gonna go back and fix that. You know, man, I'm loving this port. I so am loving this port. I'm gonna take some plexiglass and run it up around like this and follow the cross like that. And then when I put the lights in there and it shines through, the plexiglass will light up. Of course, it'll be brighter than what's coming through the port itself. Plus, that also helped me shrink the port, because I'm sure it's too big. You know, I'm sure it's too big. But, yeah, okay. Let's see what it sounds like. Let's get a demo. Let's see if we can get something that bumps. This is called Open It by Pyrex.
You know how your body don't act right when you ain't ate all day. Well, what you think happened to your soul? You're walking, so let's get it.
Not bad for a couple 12s.
Open the Bible to pray. Open the Bible today. Damn. Focus and lead the right way. Pay it forward day by day. Damn. Get involved community. You know this ain't new to me. You can just check my IG. Disciple the streets, get the DVD. Open your residence. Better than I ever been. Yeah. Working just like I'm the president. In the places you ain't been. Yeah. Damn. On the daily, I be pushing. On the daily, I be pushing.
Man, that's smooth. I don't got too much vibration. I just got a little bit right here on this grill. Right here. This thing right here.
To show you what we doing. How the
Alright.
Houston. Damn. Just the name. The more. Stronger than
Camera's anti-vibration, so you can't hardly see everything moving.
Chapter over, we ain't close. Damn. Open the Bible to pray. Open the Bible today. Damn. Open the Bible to pray. Open the Bible today. Damn. Open it. 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 Damn. Open the Bible to pray. Open the Bible today. Damn. Open the Bible to pray. Open the Bible today. Damn. Open it. Open it. Open it.
And I still have more. Alright. Okay, I'm very pleased. Obviously, the only thing left now is put the seats back in, and that was the whole reason that I did this. Maybe I should have put the seats in and then gave the demo, just so we see that they will fit. But yeah, anyway, I'm happy with it, man. You know, I got plenty of wood to go back and redo the console. I got 2 sheets and a piece of scrap. I should be able to do the console real easy. I might dress the box up a little bit more. I don't know. You know, I mean, you guys know how it is. You do something and you get it sounding the way you want it to sound or whatever, and then, you know, you start working on it cosmetically, I suppose. I need to clean this truck up really bad. It's so dirty. You know, I pour concrete for a living. Well, I did before I got laid off, but yeah. So it's always dirty and dusty. This is my work truck. Yeah, maybe we'll come back with the console video. You know, it's not, guys, it's not about, you know, doing stuff that nobody's ever done or don't know how to do. I mean, it's just content, man. Yeah, all right, it's just content. And I hope you guys have enjoyed it. I hope it's taking up some of your time, man, looking at something that you enjoy doing, you know. Thank you guys for watching, and leave me a comment, man. Yeah, all right. For some reason, nobody comments on my videos. I mean, I know they suck, but still, you can comment. All right, man. All right, you guys take it easy. Be safe, man. Watch out. The wolves are everywhere. All right, guys, later. All right, man, just because. Yeah, I've cleaned it up. Got plenty of space now. Yeah, man. Oh, I'm back. Yes, definitely. Alright. So thankful. Man, that feels so much better. Alright, guys. This really ends the video. Thanks.